What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Should you train on an empty stomach? So I get this question a lot. Now, some might call it training fasted. Some might call it just not eating for 2 hours beforehand. But I want to just get this out there, answer this question as it has been asked. Now, training fasted on an empty stomach, let's say first thing in the morning, maybe like 3 or 4 hours after your last meal, is that advantageous? The answer is it depends how you feel best training. And I can't emphasize that more, is that if we look at the data, okay, now, some people argue that training fasted leads to increased fat burning because there's no glucose floating around your system from food, and it can lead to an increase in growth hormone release, both of which are true. However, that doesn't matter. Whether you burn fat or carbohydrate, it all comes down to caloric balance at the end of the day. So forget about that. What about growth hormone increase? Now, we can all agree probably that injecting 1 IU of growth hormone per day will probably not lead to much. Maybe a little bit of stuff over a long period of time. Maybe some benefits, but nothing crazy, right? Nothing that you'd sacrifice maybe potential better performance in the gym for, right? So, are we here to say that training fasted will actually release more growth hormone than actually physically injecting 1 IU into your body? The answer is no. So the GH release is also just, it's acute. It's during that moment. So it's not enough to really account for anything. It's not going to do anything. And I've always said anyone who promotes endogenous GH release as a benefit is probably selling you a bunch of BS or scamming you, because it's really not going to do much for you in the long run, in the short run, in any run. So take away the GH, okay? Take away the fat burning. Those are the two benefits. But if you look at the data on nutrition, if you have a pre-workout carbohydrate and protein feeding, intra-workout as well, carbohydrate and protein feeding, in most cases, they will outperform those who do not have a carbohydrate and protein feeding, from strength gains to performance gains to whatever it is. The caveat, just going anecdotal, back in 2012 or 2013, I was actually doing a collaboration with the Hodge twins. At that time, they were twin muscle workout. Now they're conservative. They're the conservative twins. They're still the Hodge twins. They didn't change their name, but it's still Keith and Kevin. My boys, love them to death. And I remember we went to the gym. It was like 2 p.m. and I'd already had like 3-4 meals in my belly. And they're like, yeah, man, can't wait till post-workout. We'll eat. And I'm like, what? At that time, nobody really fasted much. But the twins, they found through trial and error that at that time, and that might have changed, they've gotten older, like things change, your body evolves, that they trained better, they felt better training on an empty stomach. My business partner, Sean Torbati, same thing. He will literally go through the day till 2, 3, 4 p.m. if we're traveling and not eat because he trains better fasted. I don't have that luxury. If I don't eat before training, I go hypo. Like, I burn stuff. My body is a furnace. I have a really high, fast metabolism. Can't do it. So for me, what I'll do is, if I'm going to the gym first thing in the morning, if I'm training at home, which I rarely do, I will have something, whether it's a cup of kefir, which is, it's a yogurt-like drink. If I'm going right away, but generally speaking, if I'm like this morning, I didn't eat breakfast before I went to the gym. I met my training partner, Steven, AKA Sheamus from WWE. We went and trained shoulders today, and it was right in that time when I normally eat breakfast. Not enough time to digest. So what I did is when I woke up, I took all my vitamins, had a cup of kefir, and then on the way to the gym, I had my pre-workout. I had my MTS Nutrition Sniper today, right? And then on the way to the gym, when I'm driving, I have an outright bar. I need to have food. And I found that days when I don't have food before the gym, I always keep an emergency outright bar in my bag. I will literally eat during my workout because I just churn through all the nutrients very, very, very fast. So the answer is, if you're looking at from a performance standpoint, fat loss standpoint, if calories are equal, who cares? It doesn't matter. If you're getting 2,000 calories a day, whether you have some of that pre-workout or whatever, your fat loss will be the same. Very similar, not enough to even talk about. Hormones we've already discussed, whatever. Okay, but if you train better, forget all that jive. At the end, it's about training performance and intensity. It's about getting in that workout, attacking that workout, and being an absolute freaking animal during that workout. That is what matters. Nutrition, as long as it's throughout the day, is what matters. Acute is far less important than the overall big picture of what you eat, whether you get enough protein, whether you hit your carbohydrate and your fat goals. That is the thing. So the answer is training on an empty stomach is great if you like training on an empty stomach. Training on an empty stomach is not great if you don't like training on an empty stomach. So again, let's not overthink this. Train and eat how you feel best and just find a way to make it work for you. Obviously, hit your macronutrient goals based on your diet, but what you do around training is far less important to how it makes you feel during the workout. Hopefully that answers your question. The products I mentioned in this video, MTS Nutrition Sniper, available at tigerfitness.com, rocking and rolling. Outright Bar, available at tigerfitness.com. See what I'm saying here? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, get whatever the notification bell is, click on that shit, because I noticed that most of my viewers aren't even subscribers, which is nuts. Like 65% of the people who watch this channel aren't even subscribers. Subscribers, where y'all at? Where y'all at? And if you want, you can follow me on Rumble, rumble.com/tigerfitness, Twitter, twitter.com/Marc Lobliner. I post all my videos there as well. I'm on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff. This goes across those platforms. I do a live most nights of the week on Twitter, on YouTube. My other channel is youtube.com/Lobliner, youtube.com/Lobliner. All of my live podcasts with Alan Roberts, basically our evening rant, we call it. That's up there. We have a lot of fun guests there, talk about a lot of political issues. So if you're tired of this fitness junk, go to that channel. I took old non-fitness off this channel to make sure that you guys are here for the fitness, because people who are into fitness don't always want to hear me ranting about some political BS. All right. If you're watching this video on March 28th, I will be on Timcast. That's right. I booked it today. I will be on Timcast on March 28th. I look forward to you guys watching that. If you're not subscribed to him, Timcast IRL, I will be their guest that night. Looking forward to it. I've been on it December 27, 2001. I was on that show, and I'll be back on it. Very excited about that. Huge honor to be on that show. Anyway, be sure to go to tigerfitness.com. Oh, don't even subscribe to my stuff. Just go to tigerfitness.com. Please support us. And by the way, you're asking for the MTS Whey restock. We have birthday cake and blueberry muffin in stock right now. Next week, chocolate and vanilla coming back in stock at tigerfitness.com. Love y'all. That's not a game.